Welcome on back to the Double RT Boxing Show. What is that, folks? The Ready Talk Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Oh, and over the weekend, flyweight champion WBA Artem Dalakian did his thing, did his normal routine, making his fourth defense. You know, if you've been tracking Dalakian, he fights since he won the title, he fights a low tier top 15 for his volunteer, and then he fights his mandatory. His if he follows that routine, his next fight should be a nice one. His mandatory Jinto Nakatani, that should be very interesting. But as for this fight, taking on Perez, what was his name? What was I want to say? God, Josie Perez. What was his first name? Jazbear Perez. Um, Dalacan's a hard cup to read. You know, he's a hard cup to drink from. Now here on the Double RT Boxing Show, your host Mr.A. If you've been following him, you know my favorite style of boxing is the mover. So when I discovered him, like I'm just like you, I'm a boxing fan, I'm a boxing junkie, and the show got created because I just got tired of hearing the same repetitive YouTube channels talking, not channels, but the same, the videos and videos. Like, man, I get it, I love that fight too, but I'm tired of hearing that for 2 3 days. I need some more boxing, and here I created the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing. I'm hoping there's more people. There's got to be more junkies out there like myself who want to hear boxing talk. And then I discovered Dalakian making the channel. I discovered him going into that Valoria fight. I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker. I like how he's awkward, borderline cheater sometimes. If the ref don't warn you, keep doing it. Now, this fight, like I said, it was a one-sided contest. Dalakian moving around, picking his shots, didn't do too much combination punching, but what troubles me with Dalakian when he does, for instance, I was gonna say get into a nice tough fight, but maybe against Junto, I'm expecting that should be. How is he gonna be able to hold? He holds a lot. He holds a lot, man, and he doesn't. He makes little to no attempt to box out of it. And in this fight, like I said, the success that Josbeer Perez did have, he had maybe landed, grazed his shot here, didn't go to charge in, but that momentum was stopped because our team would just grab his ass. And not grab his ass, she perverts. Just hold him, engage in a clinch. There you go. You got to use boxing terms for you perverts out there, you know. Or don't want to offend anyone that's a deep fan of our team and say he did not grab his ass. So he engaged in a clinch. And now I remember, if I'm still remember correctly, I believe he got points deducted in America. Like I said, against Brian Blair for pushing his head down, but he was getting a warrant for holding and doing. He's borderline dirty, cheaty, bend the rules type guy. I kind of like people who do that shit too. You know, it's always cool when it's not against your fighter, right? But I notice I'm in his country. Like I said, whoever unifies against him is gonna be crazy. Cause I got a feeling it looked like he's backed by some money. So I think his team will win the purse bid and see how the refs in that unification bout will favor him holding. I'm very interested in that. But like that, this fight, he was doing what he's doing. He's moving around the ring. He has good ring generalship. He could move and use the fuck out of a ring. And he said, and like that, he picks his shots, body shots, head shots. Not too many combinations, single shots. Like I said, the accuracy's there. The pop, not so much. You know, 20, 14 KOs. Like I said, his competition is so. So I'm not reading into his 70% pop. The scorecards are 118, 110, 117, 111, 117, 111. You know, I didn't keep a scorecard watching this fight, but visually, I'm somewhere in there. It was a complete one-sided domination. I don't know if I guess the rounds you give Perez, he landed some few shots and he'll come in for some momentum and get held with no attempt to break the hold by Artem. Like I said, I don't think he's everyone's cup of tea. I like him. I like the way he uses the ring. Completely domination of Perez. Like I said, if you've seen Artem fight as a regular, like I said, if you accept his style of fighting, then this was a masterclass by Artem. He did everything right. Moved around the ring. Didn't get hit by flesh shots. Picked his shots. Picked his points. Didn't waste shots. Held when he was in danger. Like I said, if you accept his style, this was almost as good as it gets. You know, it was a good fight to watch your favorite fighter if it's Artem. You know, the Ukrainian. You know, so now I wonder if you viewers are kind enough, leave your answer in the comment section below. Who would you favor to be or you can say undisputed if you want to, but I would just say unificat. Who will you favor to be the first unification champion in this division? Now that Tanaka has went up, all you have is Dalakian, Julio Cesar Martinez, and who's the other one? Julio Cesar Martinez, Dalakian. Who am I missing here? Who am I missing? And the old man, Martini. How you pronounce his name? What is it? Let's look him up. Look him up. More Moruti Mathaline. So, who would you favor to unify? And then you want to roll it even further. Who would you favor to undispute this division? Or would you say an other? Maybe Junto Nakatani. Christopher Rosales makes a comeback. Woolen comes in. Muhammad Wasim continues that rebound. Angel Acosta comes back. Luis Conception, he just won the what? Interim something? Did he just win an interim title? He just won an interim WBA. So hey, he might be a fucking a he might be a mandatory for fucking our team pretty soon if our team keeps up his winning ways. I'm just him and Junko should be a Junko's gonna have the height on him by I think like 3 inches. I seen I seen a couple of Junko's fights. The dudes he cuts the ring off pretty well. Good stepping. You know he won't move too much energy weight. So it'd be interesting to see his foot movement to cut off our team. You know, move, keep him behind the jab. It's gonna be real interesting. Will that fight turn out like my lord? What's the guy Tetsi beat in the first round of the WBSS? Mikhail Aloya or something like that. The little Russian guy. He kind of fights like our team to kind of move around the ring, pop shot. And remember, he had better success the second half of the fight against Tetsi. You know, but Tetsi was able to, with his height and reach, dominate that movement with the jab. Will Junto, with the same attributes, advantages, will he do that to our team? Very, very interesting. Before we go, we're just gonna check. We're gonna check where is he? Where is Luis Concepcion? Number 6. So like I said, Artem Dalakian, if he follows this same path he's been doing since he won the belt, he just defeated Josbir Perez, number 12 in the voluntary defense. Next up is going to be that time is going to come. He's coming on that 9-month period where he has to defend his mandatory. Junto Nakatani, who recently he was on the 3 knockouts. He just knocked out Melindo. I was like, okay, that got his name some attention. You know, the domestic knockouts were okay, but knocking out Melindo was like, okay, you knocked him out. So if he could get past that mandatory, again, he might take a low voluntary, and then Luis Concepcion might be next with that interim shot. Who knows? This is the Double RT Boxing Show. We will follow Artem Dalakian. We will keep an eye on what's happening with him, Junto Nakatani, and Luis Concepcion. Stay tuned in. If you haven't checked in and already signed into the rehab center, sign in at the front desk. This is the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show.